Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we're going to be doing something slightly different. This is a technique I used to do like nearly 30 years ago because I'm that old and I've been doing it that long. We used to use transparencies to do this, and we used to stamp on the back of a transparency, and then we would coat it with clear glue, PVA glue, because it will dry clear. And then we would stick gold flakes on it. Now, this is slightly cheating because I actually came across this home sticker book I was given years and years ago for my birthday. So it's one of those, clear stickers you stick up on the wall, and when you want to, you can take them back off again. So it's basically low-tack glue. And it's got the image on the other side. So what I am doing is very carefully putting on my gold flake. This is a variegated gold leaf. Again, it has been in my stash for years and years and years. But I do know, I think Prima, their Finnabair range, has like variegated leaves in different colours. I've got a feeling Paper Artsy does something similar. You can get gold leaf from all places. Just have a look. If you didn't have gold leaf, you can use metallic foils if you've got those. The hot foil machines, you can actually do something similar where you just press bits of the hot foil leaf, not the plastic side, the other side that you transfer onto your page, and you'll sort of get a similar. Will that work? No, that wouldn't work because you'd get the back side and not the front side. Ignore me. No, because we're turning this over in the end, so that wouldn't work. So, but I'm sure you can come up with your own alternatives to doing something similar to this. Even glitter would work. Anything that you can transfer on. Basically what we're doing is we're applying colour to a transparent image, and then when we flip it over, it will have the detail from the black line work there already. So you can see as I'm putting on, I am rubbing the leaf out. I'm really actually only using a very, very little amount. The good thing with gold leaf is when you rub on it, all the extra bits that float away, because you're working on a sticky area, it will actually stay where it's supposed to. So you can sort of see that big piece of leaf that I just put down. I was able to break up into smaller parts, rub into the gaps where it's sticky, so I fill in all the areas. Put the lid on your gold leaf once you are finished, because it is very light. It will blow away. I have experienced this when I have turned on my heat gun and I have blown it everywhere. Because it's me and I don't like having sort of halos on things, I like to cut right up to the line. I am just trimming off the extra bits and pieces. So I have just got my printed bird on here. So you can see here now, I've got my finished image. I'm just trimming it up a little bit to get more leaf shapes, more of a wing shape in my feathers. When I'd sort of finished with it, it had worked the way I wanted it to, but because, like all printed images, and because it is quite fine, a little bit of that blackness had disappeared. So while I was doing my background, I did sort of consider, do I want to redraw some of those lines over the top? So it was something that was sort of playing around in my head. To create a really simple background for this, because I did want the focus to be on the bird, I'm just using my black gesso, painting on into the background. I did leave the top and bottom because I had an idea. I wanted to put some collage in the background with some music that vintage music that I'd got. I did want to sort of make this like a starry night, so I got my gloss, metallic gloss sprays, I think gilt and sterling, and I've just sprinkled those into the background as well, just to sort of pick up on that metallic nature of the bird that I had there in the background. So I'm just drying that off. Obviously you can leave it to dry naturally. I'm impatient, so I just use my heat gun to do that. And I'm just using regular glue to glue this down. So obviously I do need to add some extra glue to this because I have use the adhesive nature of the sticker to use glue the transparency down. Now there are a lot of transparent consistencies coming onto the market. I know Dina Wakley has got some at the moment, so you could put a layer of gel medium and do exactly the same with those. I know Tim Holtz has got those beautiful transparent butterflies and wings. You could do something similar with that. So it doesn't need to be a transparent sticker. You can make the transparency adhesive in some way, shape or form. It's just about using a printed image that's transparent so you can get the leaf behind it and still see the detail of it in the background. So use this technique in any way, shape or form you can. If you can get some transparent stickers, fabulous. If you can't, make your own. You can get transparencies that you can put through your printer. Just check that you've got laser printer, if you've got a laser printer, because it needs to be able to take the heat, or if you've got a printer that is inkjet, that it's got the transparency for inkjets needs to have a little bit of a coating on it so the ink can actually adhere to the transparency. Or you can get a permanent ink and stamp on it yourself, so you can create them in all sorts of ways. Once I've written out my quote onto the background, I just wrote it with thin pen just to sort of get my spacing right. Then I'm going in with a thicker pen and writing over the background, just using white to sort of make it pop from the background somewhat. Spread your wings, it's time to fly, make the leap, own the sky. So that was a quote I found on Pinterest somewhere. So I've got this sort of vintagey, metallic-y page that I really liked, and it was lovely using a technique that I had used so long ago in the past and bringing it into my journal again. And it's really nice, particularly those of us who have been card making and scrapbooking and doing all this stuff for a lot of years. There are a lot of techniques we used to do that we don't use anymore that are still really fun to use. So update them, bring them into your journals, start using them again, and use the materials we have now to make them look really fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.